definitely forgot. It wasn't until I think Vicky said, are you guys having a live today?
Well, to be fair, we just finished doing something you guys can see in the background, and then went out to feed animals and get firewood and all that stuff. So, you know, as soon as we got in, we set up and got things going. He's yelling at
Are you
beef.
saving us?
Yeah.
You saving our lives? You good boy. So we've been slow cooking, I keep wanting to say corned beef hash, but it's not. It's
Corned beef.
It's corned beef, but it seems like cabbage and corned beef. Anyway, we've been slow cooking it on the stove, and it's not ready, and we're bummed because we want to have dinner right now.
We're hungry.
Uh-huh. So, yeah, we wonder if they can see how it's. They can't see the ceiling at all. Do you guys notice how these are twisted? That's gonna throw people.
I see electrical wire, KJ says.
Yes! So, of course, we're just hooked up into the boxes. We didn't buy the actual plug-ins or anything. We do have the... Justin, it's fine, sir. It's fine. You don't need to guard us. We do have the electrical box, but I've got to drill the hole. But so this is what we got done today. I feel like we've been working on it all day.
We have been.
I fell and whacked my elbow.
She felt good.
I
Like,
mean,
she felt hard.
We almost went to the ER because
Yeah.
I possibly broke my left elbow. So my right elbow got kicked by my horse and like trashed. And
Justin, leave it. Leave it.
so I'm like, I can't hurt my left elbow. That's my only good elbow.
Ooh, Susan's celebrating her 63rd birthday today.
Oh, happy
We need to
birthday!
sing for you, Susan.
Are we ready?
Yeah. You guys ready?
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Susan. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Right out the door.
Channel 4. So, I don't know why mine's not like updated.
No, we don't have a horse on the mountain. Bob wants to know. You ever have a horse?
No, so I had horses at my old farm. I actually had 4 horses there. And I had a Percheron stallion that had gotten loose and was fence fighting with my gelding. Justin's going to be annoying today. He is wild. Justin.
Susan says thanks.
You're welcome, honey. So anyway, they had been fence fighting, and I went in to feed the gelding. We got them separated. The guy that I was living with at the time, we got them separated, and I went in to feed. It's totally my fault. Like I know better. I've been around horses since I was 13, and I went in to feed him, and he was riled up, and he galloped at me and spun around and kicked me in my elbow, like right there's the scar, and ripped this all open where you could see bone and shattered that bone, and it was gross.
Sounds terrible.
It was gross. Funny story attached to that though. So my boyfriend at the time, he called 911 because he was like, I'm worried about driving you to town and it being painful because it was bad, and he was kind of freaking out about how bad it was. And then so it went over the system. Well, we know he used to be a volunteer firefighter, so we like know all the firefighter people. And one of my friends started texting me of like, "Oh, Heather, is that you?" Joking, and I'm like, "Yes, it is." And they're like, "Crap," because it went out over the firefighters system, and so like everybody kind of heard it. All the chiefs heard it, but it was kind of funny. And then I had to have surgery, and it was kind of crazy.
We were hoping that
Hey, Rebecca, touch
it
my
didn't
yarns
happen
here.
again.
Yes, and
We
so
didn't want her to have another surgery.
I went outside, and it was a sheet of ice on the back porch, and I turned around to come back in and slipped and landed right on the tip of this elbow. So now it's just bruised, and it like swelled and all kinds of stuff, and so now it's just
We've got all sorts of people in here. Hi, Josh. Hi, Mom. Jody's on here. Rebecca, we haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah.
So happy to have you back.
Alicia. Josh Adams.
Yeah. Tiffany said, Kimmie's Josh.
Yeah.
That is my brother.
Yeah.
For all of you that were wondering. Justin's like, oh, there's bunnies now. Justin.
The bunnies are running. Bernard Brooks. Okay, so we're doing a Q&A. So if you guys have a question, ask the question. We will try to answer it. So I'm just going to go through and make sure. Also, please make sure that your questions are in bold, all caps, so that I can see them easily and we make sure we get everybody answered. If you are watching this after the fact and you have a question, please put it in the comments below and then I can get to you or we can address those on our next live.
And Tim is on from Fifth Journey Off Grid.
Hi, Tim.
Welcome.
We pulled electrical. Let's see. Yeah, I was cracking up because Tiffany was like, they're late. I'm going to call them. And I have to say, Vicki, you were saying that your grandma was 5'10" and then was 5'5" when she passed. 5 inches, that just seems like a huge amount. So it's legit that I've shrunk an inch.
Yeah. I know. How's the progress on the bathroom? KJ wants to know.
So what we're doing now, ow, I just hit my elbow on the seat.
Oh.
Hold on, I'm saying cuss words in my head. So what we're doing now is we're pulling all the electrical. We're gonna pull the PEX water. So we've got probably all week of doing electrical, I feel like, because this really took us a long time.
It did, and we got this main room done. We didn't get the bathroom, the living room, or the bedrooms done.
So tomorrow we'll probably be working on the bathroom and the back bedroom. And then we'll be working on the living room and upstairs. I still need to purchase some 14-3 wire for my switches so that I can have a switch that will turn on and off the lights upstairs in the treehouse and a switch at both doors that will turn off the lights in the living room. So we've still got those to do.
It is definitely coming along.
It is. It's pretty exciting. So there's a lot to do in the bathroom, but I want to get the things that we've already purchased done. So we got a kitchen sink. We should totally pull that kitchen sink out of the box and show it to them.
You guys want to see it?
Do you want to see it?
You want to hear the story?
Yes. Oh, I want to hear the story.
Let's hear the story.
I want to hear the story.
Kelly's so big about Facebook Marketplace, and we are not.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were talking about something, and I just scrolled on Facebook Marketplace, and I found this deal on this kitchen sink, and I was like, "Look at this, Heather!" And she was like, "That's awesome!" And it was brand new in the box, and it was like really inexpensive.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So this is either sketchy and stolen, or because we always assume that it's something like that.
Yeah, because of our prior history
Right.
in law enforcement and all.
But this guy, I feel like, because he had a whole bunch of stuff. So what he does is he buys those Amazon crates, and then the pallets, and then they send them, and then he sells those things off. So he has some really cool ones. But this sink goes really well with how we're decorating things, and I feel like the shipping container.
I will go get it.
You go get it?
I will go get it.
Oh, Brenda's here. Hey, Brenda. We still not gotten out to your place. The weather has been just crazy. Catherine Biggs is here. Hello. All right, so I had scanned up. I'm getting through the chat. You guys are so great chatting before the live starts. If they recalled springing forward. So the I'm spinning. I hope you guys aren't spinning. So let me know if you guys are still seeing everything. Hi Don B. He made it. Kimmie's mommy Joyce is here. Uh-oh. Okay.
I will be the holder. You be the unwrapper.
Okay. So it has really cool things that goes with it. It's stuff. You're holding it.
No, it has to come my way.
Oh. I'm holding it.
Has to come my way.
Okay, I got the sink. Kind of. It's actually heavy. It's well made.
There we go.
Okay.
Ooh, so pretty.
It's cold.
Do you want to hold it?
Yeah. So can you see it? Isn't it gorgeous? And it's a brush.
I can take a bath in it.
It's Chloe definitely could. Chloe and Justin. And so it's an under the sink mount, so you can wipe off your cabinets right into the sink if you needed to. But it's really heavy. It's really well built. And then it came with this sits on the bottom of it so that you don't scratch up the bottom with your big pots and pans. And then this is one of those, you roll it out and you can put your plates and stuff on it, so that goes like that.
Or you can put your produce after you've washed
Yeah.
it to dry.
Yeah, and then it has its little stopper in the sink. So this spurred me on. I got super excited, and I want to. We've been looking at cabinets.
It's magnetic.
It is.
Feels like
Just
it.
heavy too. Yeah. So anyway, it's really nice. We bought it for $125, which is like brand new, still in the box. Amazing. And so we're super excited. So that made me want to jump in and get this kitchen sink in, because we have been wiping down all of our dishes with just paper towels or a washcloth. We have not been able to actually really wash dishes, so we use lots of plasticware, lots of paper plates, and we're just kind of over it.
Mm-hmm.
So I needed to pull the electric. I want to pull the PEX because we've got that. So we've got all the PEX, and then we could put in the shower hookups and stuff. And then, it was kind of one of those things that back bedroom only needs to be wired, and then we could start getting the insulation in and the wall boarded and that room done.
So I can move in so Heather can get up to her room.
But we do have a sponsor for the puck lighting, the
Recess lighting.
recess lighting, thank you, for the recess lighting, and we're waiting for the recess lighting to come in. So we are going to pull the wire and just get it prepped for that. But once that wire's pulled in the ceiling, that entire back bedroom could be finished out, and then Kim can start organizing her stuff and get her own space and that all set up kind of thing. And yes, then I can get upstairs in my room. But because we're kind of done running the fire, I feel like we stuff it and then we just let it be, because it's just not really that cold.
We did just find out though it's going to go back down into the cold temperatures next
Right.
week, I think it was.
Right. So let me catch up.
They say
Yellow.
warm water on the stove to wash dishes, which is a great idea, but we just don't have the space to
What I missed? What was it?
wash it. Put hot water on the stove and use that to wash dishes.
Oh yeah.
It's just we don't have anywhere to wash it.
Another thing that I actually went ahead and purchased, and see if I was smart and got my wish list together like you guys have said over and over and over again, but because we just have not done that. I actually bought a camping shower bag that has a foot pump, so you can pump it up and then get shower. So, because it's going to be a little bit, probably a month minimum, or even 6 weeks before we can start hauling water back up here to actually hook up to the water tank. So, we can at least be taking showers here once the shower room is done. But so we have that. So we're trying to get all the stuff done that we already have. We have PEX, we have wire, so we have all the wire. I need to buy the little actual plug-in receptacle. I guess it's not called a receptacle, but
There is a question. How much will all that wiring cost?
So we already bought the wiring. The 14.3, we have to buy some 10.2, which is expensive. How much was that when we checked that 50 foot of 10.2? We just looked at that at Home Depot. I don't remember what it was, but so all of our solar is going to go into Kira's old cabin because she has decided she's going to stay at her dad's, and then she'll come here and visit. So we'll get to see her. But
so now that's the power room. And
so
not Kira's
yeah,
cabin.
so it's the electrical room. The washer and dryer will go out there. All of the batteries will go out there, and everything will go into there. So we need the 10.2 wire to go from the from that over into get the electrical to the actual panel in here. And I would say that's probably 50 feet. And then we'll need a huge amount of that once the big solar bank is set up. So that'll go from the big solar bank panels all the way back here. And that's like, I don't know, 500 feet, I'm guessing. So that's going to be a big cost. I don't know when that's going to happen. Oh, good, we're not buffering or spinning.
Yes, indeed.
So we got that, and then you also found something that may work for our coffee station.
Yeah.
So I need to go to the VA, and we were like, oh, that's too far, but I need to go to the VA and get x-rays done.
In Spokane.
In
Washington.
Yeah.
So
and
quite a drive.
So since we're going there anyway, we're going to try to meet up with this lady to get this cabinet thing because we want to make
I think it was called a breakfast hutch, but it's cute.
Yeah.
It's super cute.
It's cute and it's old, and we're going to like refinish it. Yeah, so I'm super excited about that. So we'll probably, when we go pick that up, we'll probably get that back here and start stripping that down and sanding it and getting that set in.
Where are you going to locate the electrical panel?
In the living room. It's actually, so
By the door.
my electrician friend came over, Art came over, and that's where he said I should put it. So that's where I'm putting it. So it's in between the back door and the shipping container. There's a space that's like this way. So it will fit right there. It won't be obstructed. There's enough room for all the wire to be laid out. So we're going to pull the insulation out of that section, put in some blocking, because I want my wires to be all neat coming into the box. And I'm actually going to hook all of that up last. So we're going to pull all this wire first, and then we've got 14.2 to do in the ceiling, and the back bedrooms and living room and all that I'm doing in 14.2. We did 12.2 in the kitchen was what we were told. So
Did you find out if the battery was any good the other day? Not yet.
no battery.
I think the battery for the wire, the solar battery.
Oh, I didn't know we talked about that. Who asked that question? Bob. Alicia, it's going to be 24 tonight. Yeah, that's cold. Bradley would like to know if we could start over because he's late.
That's cute.
You missed us singing happy birthday.
Oh, Bob meant after the sink's installed, then
Yeah.
we can use the water.
KJ said, speaking of a wish list, isn't a birthday coming up? Yes.
No, I have no idea. My mom dropped the dime right after that. Kimberly's is
That's funny.
Thanks, Mom. Yep, it's a big one too.
Hi, Wade. We're doing great.
It's a big one. I am catching up to Heather. I'm joining the 50 club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, we're gonna have to do something.
Oh, Dwayne's here.
Hi, Dwayne.
Oh, it's so good to see you. Are you ladies going live on your birthday?
Maybe.
Well, I don't. That wasn't like a for sure thing.
It depends on where we're at.
Yeah, originally I was gonna be house sitting But that is going to be postponed to the following week, I think it is. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
So we may just get a hotel and hot tub and swim. And Mexican food.
And grab
24,
some-
it's really cold here in Tennessee. Okay, so who were we watching? And they were talking about how freezing it was because it was like 54 degrees. I was watching their YouTube channel and I was like, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh, you know what, Brenda, Matt, we wish you guys were here too.
Yeah, because you could go have Mexican with us.
Exactly.
I told Heather, I said, I don't want a gift. Really, the only thing I really want is just to go get some Mexican food.
I am going to make her set up a wish list because there are some things that she would like and needs. So she's going to set something up. We'll get you guys a link if you want to purchase her a birthday gift.
I do have a wish list that
Yeah.
I've shared with my family, but there's not much on it. I'm happy to share it.
We're terrible about, people are like, what do you need? What do you need? Well,
We just don't have a whole lot of space.
honestly, the only thing that we're doing is buying things for the build. That's pretty much it. But
And there's a few things I have on there, like a watch band, because mine's like breaking, and
yeah.
you know, like a phone case and a screen protector because it's breaking and I drop it.
So, Alicia wants Mexican.
Come on down and
Yep.
let's do it.
It was really, actually, we have the windows open right now because the stove's on and we're cooking on it, so it's like kind of hot in here.
Mhm.
So we have all the cross windows open because it was so pretty today.
It really was. So we do have kind of good news. I mean, I don't know, you guys really haven't heard all of our drama lately, but we were stuck on the hill. We could not get up the hill.
Yeah.
We had to take two, what are those called?
The sleds?
Sleds sled fulls of
Yeah, we did
supplies
2 trips up and down.
up and down the hill with sleds.
That's kind of my fault because I wanted to bring all the stuff. Kim's like, I wasn't going to say that.
Yeah, I was like, really? Do we need to bring everything? Can't we just bring the food, like the important stuff that we're gonna need?
It's because I wanted to get up this morning and get started on work, and I didn't want to have to walk down there first off.
But so we walked down there, and the road was frozen enough that we were able to drive up it this morning. So, but the day before it was so warm that it was so slushy that even the chains did no good. It just slid all over the place.
Yeah. And so the funniest thing is this morning when we were driving up, our neighbor comes walking up. And we usually chat with him for actually a fairly long time. And we were like, I was like, look, the engine's gonna melt the snow, Brian. Knees to chest, get up the hill.
And he started running up the hill.
I felt so
And
bad.
I think Brian is just a bit older than us.
Yeah, he
So
ran up
he
the.
ran up the
That
hill.
was like the.
Yeah, I was like,
that was-
props to you. You're good.
And then he waited for us and was like cheering us on as we got up there. It was very cute. It was really fun. I don't know, Joyce, if it's under her name, if it's shared with everybody. I think it's only shared with the family.
I only have it shared with the family, but
Yeah.
I can make it to where.
She can make it live. And
Yeah, I might be able to make it for public. And
then I'll share the link probably on the community page. But Kimmie loves coffee.
the only Kimberly on Amazon is maternity. It's not
It's
me.
not Kim.
I do love coffee
Kimmie loves coffee. What else?
and Mexican food.
And Mexican food. I wonder if you could get like gift cards for our 2 local Mexican food places.
Gift cards are always nice. Coffee is always nice.
Yeah. We really wanted a nice, pretty espresso maker. She really wants that.
Not yet. We have no way to plug it in,
We
and then I
don't.
would be sad. I would look at it and be like, "Meh."
A sombrero.
It's funny though. Yeah, most of the stuff I have on there is more like necessities, things like
Yeah.
our car mount, the the thing you put your phone on in the car. It's like got a suction cup to your dash. It broke.
It did.
I
know something
my
that
phone
would be
case
cool.
cover.
You know those
Broke.
what are those fit and fab boxes that you could get for people that have all the cool little stuff in it?
Snacks are also
Snacks
always lovely.
Snacks
I
are always good.
I like salty, savory more than I do sweet.
We do a French press actually for our coffee, Vicky. We love the French press. Send Visa cards that can be used anywhere. Ooh, Jody, that's a great idea.
But really, you guys, I mean,
Catherine's like, so the
I
section
just
comes
want to say I am not asking for gifts at all. I'm just you know, for those of you that said I want to know more, that's it. I really am not asking.
Yeah, we're really terrible at the whole. We get razzed on by other YouTubers because we don't have anything posted. And they're like, you need your Amazon thing up there. You know? And I'm like, you know what? I'm just happy that people watch.
Right? Yeah.
Kelly is still at work, Dwayne says. I did not get out to dig up the dead fruit trees, Dwayne, today.
To be fair, there's still like 3 feet of snow on the ground.
Yeah, we'd have to
particular
dig
area.
around them first, and then. But I think if we I don't know, the ground's probably frozen. Or send cash or via PayPal, Jody says.
I don't have a PayPal. But
I've had a few people that have done PayPal to me. So if you wanted to do that, I could pull that cash and give it to Kim. Just put on there in the memo. Just put it in the memo. Put it in the memo that for Kimmie's birthday if you wanted to do that. Robert says people want to support the YouTube creators and the wish lists is the best bet. So Kim came up with a genius idea when we were in Home Depot yesterday.
I'm a genius.
She
Look
was
at
a
this.
Genius. Because we've had people that what Robert is saying that they want to support the YouTube creators and the wish list is the best. And we just don't really know. Like, we don't have room for any tchotchkes, you know what I mean? So we don't have room for extra things right now. So tell them what you were saying.
Well, I was like, you know, I know that a lot of you guys have asked about, like, we really want to help y'all. We want to be part of this. And so I thought it might be cool to do a wish list for the items that are coming up in our next part of the build.
Thing that we're working on, yeah.
The thing that we are working on next, we would put a wish list up for those items, and then if people wanted to help and wanted to get stuff, they could.
Like if we needed a tool or
so
any
like
of those particular things.
for with doing the wire, we did have to buy a couple different little tools for it. You know, hanging
all the boxes,
hanging the wall board up. We had to buy a new nail gun. So, like, just little things that we can throw in there, or we can say what kind of nail gun we have, and people can buy nails.
Yeah, and the one thing that I know that would need to happen is, well, I guess if it's on a wish list, then it notifies us that someone purchased that, right?
Well, the way that I set my wish list up for my family was that if they purchase it, they can take it off. So
off the list.
They take
yeah,
because
we wouldn't want 5 nail guns.
So then it would come off your list.
Oh, I got you.
So somebody would buy it, they would take it off,
and then we could see that, and then we would know something's coming. Because I wouldn't want to be like, I'm just going to go ahead and purchase this thing and then have something come in. You know what I mean? Like that's.
Or somebody could tell us in live, hey, we sent you something, or send us an email because we love hearing from you guys.
Really do.
Emails are great.
So I think we're going to start setting that up. I would have to say the like I said, the next big purchase that has to be made is the actual little plug-in thingies that you plug your stuff in. What are those called?
The box, the metal box.
No, we have the metal. We have the box. It's the little happy faces.
The thing that has the plugs in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the box thing. Metal box with the plug things in them. I don't know what it's called. That's all.
Someone outlets. Vicky's yelling at us. outlets!
The outlet box.
Yes. So we need those. And I think we ended up having like 40 plugins. So those guys. Oh, Dwayne said he has a bunch that we can add.
What?
See, ask and you shall receive. So yeah, I think we need like 40 for the build. Outlet covers. We need the outlets and the outlet covers is what we need. We know Amazon has safety equipment and tape measures and squares and pencils. Yes. Oh, somebody sent a really cool mechanical pencil that I got to use today.
John B said he said something recently. Hope it helps. So,
Did you send the pencil? Was it the pencil? What else did we get? The thing that I ordered.
right here. Bob held it for me.
Oh, okay, yeah. You don't have to hold it for review. We know what it is. We did get those.
So thank you very much.
Yeah. And we actually tried. So I'm allergic to walnuts. So Kimmie's going to eat all the walnut ones.
The chocolate covered walnuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the pretzels are really good too.
The pretzels are so good. And I have to tell you, have you tried the kind that you got us? Because we read the bag and I was like, this sounds sketchy. Doesn't sound like it would taste good.
It tastes like
was
Fruit Loops to me.
so good.
They taste like Fruit Loops to me. But they're covered pretzels.
We need 40 safety Sallies. The red one? Yes, the red one. The red mechanical pencil. I kind of love it. And it has the cutest pencil sharpener in the back.
Who wrote on that one?
It was so cute that I actually made Kimmie film it and get up close to show it. Don B.
Made me.
I'm like,
Appreciate it, Don.
I got super excited. I was like,
Now, when you guys send things, please try to remember to send a little note in there because when you send a gift through Amazon, you can put a note in there and saying this is from so and so because we really do want to thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got both of those things and we were like, this is really cool.
Gloria said if you needed help with the walnuts, she'd help you out. And Vicky wanted to know if you had a Patreon account. So, any of the people that are on my Patreon account, if you could please email me from Patreon because Patreon's kind of locked me out right now and I'm trying to get back in. And I can get back in through responding to an email. So, if you're on my Patreon account, email me so that I can get back through there and I can, because I want to start putting things on there. And I want to add our members live link on there. And I haven't been able to do that because I haven't been able to get on there. So,
Which is frustrating.
it's very frustrating.
So frustrating. She spent like a whole day trying to get onto that thing. And like even started another kind of account, but now it's just a big old mess.
Yeah.
No, Vicky, I do not have a Patreon account.
So what you need to do is set up a PayPal. You need to set up a PayPal and then you can hook that on there and then.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I mean, she just got monetized, but it takes a little while to be making some money off of.
Yeah, I was excited for my first 17 cents. I haven't got it yet, but
They won't give you your money until you have make 200.
so it might be a while. It might be years down the road. But I'm excited either way.
Yeah. Got a hangnail going on here.
What is your Patreon account? Bob wants to know.
Because we can farms. Or because we can. Yeah, it's because we can farm.
Vicky's like, why not, Kimmie? I just haven't set one up. I did set up a buy me a coffee.
Yeah.
And I do
that's
have
right.
that set up. I think I have it in the link is in the description.
Mhm.
But I think I am going to set up a PayPal as well.
Yeah, Vicky says she will not use PayPal. Use the I want to buy me a coffee thing. That actually, it doesn't have to be spent on a coffee.
No.
And
I found that off of Matt and Brenda's site because
Yeah.
they're doing that. So I think that's a great idea because you can donate enough for a cup of coffee, or if you want to say, hey, I want to throw in $20 there, or and it's not like a set membership every month. It's
but it
just
can be.
It can
It
be.
can be if you want it to be. There's like so many options.
I
It's
think
really
it's so
pretty
funny.
nice.
She just loves you guys so much that she's just cutting her fingernails
Jack-
while she's talking.
Well,
You
it's
guys are our friends, so she's just like, it's like we're just having a long that they rub the end of your shoe, and you're just like, this is annoying. So that's what my.
That's where you're at.
But I thought that's the kind of friend you were.
So I used to be.
When you cut your animals' toenails.
Why not? I'm gonna pin you down. I'll like pin you down, put my leg over
You guys
your
wanna
neck.
see this on video?
Hi, Justin. How we doing?
And then they would be like, oh gosh, these girls are crazy.
Buddies. Oh, no, get my boy.
These girls are crazy.
Yeah, get that boy.
Oh,
hey,
Virgil! Hi, Virgil.
Mhm.
We went and saw Virgil yesterday. We just popped in just to say hello.
Yeah,
He's a good guy. He's a
good guy. Good guy.
So if you guys are needing paint, go see Virgil.
Yes.
He's at Benjamin Moore here in Sandpoint or Ponderay, whatever
Ponderay,
you
I
call
think
it.
Colleen says hello. She's making chowder. We're on our way.
That's amazing. We'll see you in a half an hour. After the
Hi,
live.
Elaine.
We got some laughs.
Okay,
Alicia.
Elaine, I want to know, are you my friend Elaine from Washington?
Hit the like button.
Or is that the Elaine that you are? Or are you Elaine from somewhere else? Because you've commented on things and I'm like, oh, it's Elaine from Washington. You have asked this.
You two are crazy. Love it. You've asked this, Tiffany. Like, don't ask this anymore. We all know it's not. It's not the same Elaine.
I have asked that every time, don't I?
He's laughing. My feet are sweaty. They're
They
wet.
are. You put them on me.
You know what? I'm taking my socks off. I'll put my slippers on if I
Okay,
have to.
who is all? Robert said, Heather, check your email for my new notebooks to track progress on my place. Oh, okay. Hi, Colleen.
Hi, Colleen.
She's gonna watch tomorrow.
I am totally jealous. I love
Chowder is
chowder.
amazing. What
Hi.
kind of chowder? Corn or clam?
Clam.
People want to know.
Clam, all the way, clam.
It's like, keep scratching, Mom.
Okay, I made it easy for you. I don't have socks on.
No, sorry, Indianapolis. Okay, well, don't be sorry. It's fine.
Here, no socks.
Get your feet away from me.
We're not that kind of friends, apparently.
Exactly. There's the line. We found it. So we got our kitchen sink. You guys, I'm gonna make my cabinets. Who here has actually built their own cabinets?
Not me.
Tiffany says, I know, Elaine. I will remember for her. Thanks, girl. I have menopause, and there is a real thing to have menopause brain.
Halibut, shrimp, and
Okay.
scallops.
Oh.
What? It's amazing.
Weren't you gonna make us dinner one night?
Yeah, and I canceled.
I feel
because
like that was
we were
the sick. We were so sick. Open bathroom is fine. Feet is not. LOL.
Yeah, it's totally fine to poop in front of each other, but no, touching your feet, no, that's no. She used to be not hygienist,
Manicurist.
manicurist.
We built one for the bathroom. What am I missing? What did we build?
I'm not sure.
We totally missed something.
Halibut, shrimp, and scallops.
I thought we were talking about chowder, Dwayne. What happened? Cabinets. Thank you, Vicky.
Oh, you didn't ask that question.
I did.
Good job, Dwayne.
You gotta be like, we built a cabinet. in
Well,
our
we are
bathroom.
kind of squirrely. We talk about one thing, and then all of a sudden we're talking about.
That's true.
So the other morning, okay, I gotta tell you guys this story. So I come
I'm
down.
worried.
I come down and I am like, okay, I just woke up. And I come down and Heather is like, la 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 la, this and about this and about that. And she's talking about like, oh, I was thinking we should do this and we should do it like that and we should do this and we should do it like that. And I was like, you know what? One day I'm just going to come down here and I'm going to set the phone up on record and I'm going to sit here and just zone and hold my coffee and I'm going to let everybody see what you do to me in the morning before I'm awake.
I've been much better about it because she's like, don't talk to me before my coffee. And I'm like, okay. She's like, at least nothing important because I'm not going to remember.
But it was just so funny because it was like.
Well, that day I'd been up since 3 a.m. So it was, I'd been up for 3 hours. So I was wired
she was
to
like,
sound.
La 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 la.
Yeah.
It was hysterical. It really was.
And,
I just laughed at her. And
I started the sentence in my head on some of them, and I would finish them out loud. And so she's like, okay.
Or she'll come back and she'll say, well, I talked to you about this. And I'm like, sometimes I'm not sure if you're talking to me or if you're just talking to yourself or you're just talking.
Yes.
So.
Because I do that. We were going into Walmart the other day, and I was like, turned and walked away and was talking, but I was talking because out loud to anybody that wanted to hear, because I went in to get a cart, and the whole cart area is heated, and I was like, woo, these guys, I'm not going to feel sorry for them anymore. They're in a heated area. And Kim's like, what are you saying? I'm like, nothing. I'm just talking out loud.
Bob says I'm not a morning person. I am. I've always wanted, like, even back when I lived with my daughter and it was just her and I when I get up, I just need a little bit of time to myself, if that makes sense.
And I get that because I get up super early and I really like that hour by myself. But I immediately get up and start researching. So at 3 a.m., I'm researching things. And then I'm super excited about them, and then I share them.
She is excited.
As soon as
she's so
down
excited.
The hill. I'm like, down the hill, downstairs.
To be fair, she does fall asleep earlier than I do.
Yeah.
I know last night I was, I think she had fallen asleep, and I was like, "Gosh, this rain's awfully loud or something." And then there was no response, and I was like, "Oh, she's sleeping.
She's already out."
But she does it to me too. She'll she'll say, blah, blah. Oh, are you still awake? But yeah, I go to bed a little bit later than she does.
But my doctor has given me some new stuff to sleep better. Progesterone to help me sleep better. And
she's on hormones now.
I'm back on hormones, so I won't be having. Heather's up late right now. 6.
Although it's funny because I've been waking up earlier since the time change, because we have time change here.
Yeah.
Since the time change, I've been waking up earlier and earlier. So now I've been waking up about, the real time is like 5:15. Mm-hmm. But it says like 6:15 or something like that. And like this morning I woke up, it was 4 a.m.
Yeah, and I was out. That was the first night I took the progesterone.
Which meant 3 a.m. in real time. And I'm like,
That's normally when I'm up.
This is insane. And I sat and I read my book for like 45 minutes.
KJ, I recognize the VA bottle, yeah. Sparky in 1978 just popped on. What is the plan with the electrical J boxes?
You see them behind us?
So we decided that we don't want any outlets in the backsplash. We want them underneath the cabinets. So the backsplash will be clean, and we could do decorative somethings, and we don't have to try to do it around boxes. So all the plugs are going to be in the bottom of the upper cabinets. So that's why they're set like that.
Mm-hmm. So there'll be a little bit of an area that's just the electrical stuff.
And then I also think that I'm going to put little puck lights up in there. So I'm going to start researching those. I love the under the counter lighting. So so we are going to put that in there. So we'll have the bottom of the cabinet, and then we'll have a shelf, like a shelf. I guess it would be called a faux shelf, but it's really not. But anyway, it'll be set all up in there so that there's a space, but then they're set inside the cabinets.
Colleen says she does the same thing to Virgil. She just talks, and half the conversation's in her head, and then she says something, and he's like, what are you talking about?
Deep enough for outlets. So they are made for these 2x3s and shallow areas to set them in. So Yeah, we talked to the electrical guy at Home Depot, and I've been doing a bunch of different research and that kind of stuff. But yeah, they are really shallow, so you've gotta figure out your wiring and get it all up in there.
We actually talked to a couple of different electrical guys.
Yeah.
One specifically that was like,
He was shopping.
you girls are doing this? That's cool. Let
Yeah.
me talk to you, and sat and explained things and helped us out for probably a half an hour.
Yeah, and Dwayne says that's the way cabinets in an RV are built. Yeah. So yeah, we had a few electrical guys. Well, I think it's because it was our shower day, so we went and showered first, and then we went to Home Depot, so people felt comfortable coming up to
Yeah,
us.
'cause we didn't smell bad, and we actually kind of looked pretty again.
Yeah. So we
So-
looked like girls.
Yeah, we smelled
Smelled
pretty.
pretty.
I was like, seriously, you walk past it. I could walk by Heather, and I'm like, wow, she smells good.
It's that shampoo.
You're
isn't
like,
it?
ooh, well, it's gotta be, or the body wash, whatever.
You know, the electrical guy at Home Depot or Lowe's are also the plumbing guy and the chainsaw guy and the trim guy, right?
No, these were people
No,
that didn't
actually,
work
they
there.
do hire. If they put you in that, because I asked, they do hire people that have the knowledge.
And
Occasionally, there's a guy that doesn't, but there's like a main guy that does have more knowledge that can help you out.
And I think they put those particular people, if they're really good at chainsaws and that kind of stuff, they put them in that department.
Mm-hmm.
Because this one guy, what was his name?
Dave.
Dave.
Oh.
Dave. He was awesome.
Dave in Coeur d'Alene. Is it Coeur d'Alene? No, he was up here.
Sandpoint.
He's in Sandpoint. I've never seen him before.
No, he was
But
awesome.
he was a hoot. And I realized that, so because I told Kimmie, I said, if anybody comes up and asks for Dave, I'm going to be like, Dave's not here. And so, because he was funny and he was like getting our understanding of what we were putting down. So this girl walks up, I don't know, she's like 20, and she's like, Dave, and I'm like, Dave's not here. Deadpan. Totally didn't get it. Totally didn't get it. And I was like, that's dumb.
Sparky wants to know, have you considered a wire mold? It's a strip of outlets in the back corner, full width of the cabinets.
I did think of that, but what we're doing is all the way down this entire wall, an outlet every 4 feet is what we're going to end up doing. That's what my electrician friend advised. So that's we don't have code up here, but we are going as close to code as possible. Tim Fergal. You have to be careful making videos doing electrical because someone will check for permits and such. We are not connected to the grid.
Nope. It's all solar.
It's all solar. It's not connected. Yeah.
My stomach is...
We have a hardware store in town that has everything and complimentarily old curmudgeons who know everything. Man, that's like the best. Okay, so the feed store where I used to live had the old guys would show up and have coffee together. The feed store had a coffee pot, and they would sit on the front porch, and you could ask them any question about any animal or any farming thing, and they had the answer. And when my son, at like age 11, was shooting coyotes, because we had a horrible coyote problem.
She's told this story to most of you.
I know, but it's fine.
She's going to say it again.
It's fine. I'm saying it again. Those old guys found out and would come over and attaboy him. And it was the best thing because I was a single mom. And man, Victor was just like, the old guys think I'm cool. It was the best. It was the cutest. How high are you going to put your solar panels compared to how deep the snow is this winter? We set the posts a couple of years ago, and I've got to finish setting the post. I was just going to put them on the, build a fence and put them on the fence like Marty had, but I actually don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to tilt them. And we get about 3 feet of snow up here, so I'd probably do the bottom. I'd probably make that tilt at 3 feet. Because we really don't. This winter was a hard winter. We got more snow up here that stayed. Normally we get snow, it melts away. We get snow, it melts away, it gets snow, and we just didn't get a melt away at all this year.
Okay, last questions because I am starving. My stomach's audible.
Yeah, but we still have
noises.
10 minutes for it to be a real hour.
Oh. Well, you have 10 minutes of questions. I am so hungry. I think my stomach's trying to eat itself.
I think we're going to have to end up doing a pizza because this is wanting to slow cook all night long, so it's tender.
It might be okay by now.
Just a little chewy.
Good question, Robert. Because snow slides off the bottom edge needs to be about 8 foot off the ground for winter like we just had.
Yeah. So I've debated on putting them on top of the shop, on the roof of the shop. But we're doing water collection off the shop. So, and you also don't want to have it too high because then you have a wind issue with the wind catching underneath it and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, nobody wants to go remove snow from an area. But if we got a snow blower and you just had to go in there and blow the snow off of it, that would be. Danielle said we have 4 feet of snow at our property, so ready for it to melt away. Yes.
Yes.
Completely agree. This week, are you getting the warm that we're getting? So we're going to be in the 40s all week. During the day, 20s at night. I'm so excited I had a lot of anxiety about pulling the electrical wire. Just because I've never done it before. So, Bob got 12 inches of rain today. We got that yesterday, it felt like. But then I actually watched this YouTuber he's a teacher. And he was a high school teacher, but he doesn't like the educational system. So he's no longer doing that. But you can tell that he's a teacher. He explained it to where my brain was like, oh, I get that.
2 inches
Oh,
at 12.
50s this weekend, Danielle. That's amazing. We have 4 feet of mud in central PA. At least it feels like 4 feet.
I still want to come to Pennsylvania. I love the Amish. I want to go and see them.
So my really good friend, one of my friends from the military, she's up in Pennsylvania, and I'd never been up there. And when I did my cross country trip, I was like, "Hey, anybody you want me to come visit you? Just send me your address, and I'll plug in and head out." And she did. And I was so excited because I have not seen her since Hawaii, since we were 21 years old. And I went up there and spent 4 days, and she drove me around to all the cool places. It was so fun. So yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah.
Tiffany says it's real easy if you just take your time and pay attention. That's the plan. I mean, I feel like, I guess you could mess it up, but I feel like I understood it enough that I feel very comfortable with doing it now. It just really intimidated me.
I want to do a shout out to Bob, Fireman Bob, and say thank you so much for the light for the truck.
Yeah.
I will get it fixed. I have not done it yet, but once the snow is melted a little bit and such, we'll get out there and get it fixed. So I appreciate
Coffee walks and whatever. Hi everyone. Coffee walk sounds good.
CW and W.
Yeah.
Welcome.
That's fun.
Sir Kevin is doing well.
Ah, yay. Did you change his name? It won't hurt my feelings if you changed his name.
Not at all, yeah.
Should only be a few screws to change it out.
Yeah, but all the time to take off my beautiful duct tape job.
She did a good job. It's a legit duct taping job. Uh-oh.
Oh, we're out of power.
We're out of
That's
power.
okay. I had charged the phone up pretty good before.
Yeah.
So I think we're pretty good.
We just lose our overhead light.
Oh, no light.
It was super bright. You'd love my house. Lots of old antique and vintage tools. Oh, cool.
KJ's finally made it all the way to Ohio.
That's awesome.
I'm happy. I'm happy that you made it safe and
That
sound.
is awesome. You guys, I feel like I got ran over by a truck from my fall today. Next time you're up here, we can change the light out. Oh, Virgil said next time we're up
I
here.
appreciate that.
Oh, that's sweet.
But I'm trying to be self-sufficient and learn. I've been a city girl my whole life. Like, literally, I've let everybody do everything for me as far as oil changes or, taking care of the truck in any regard or car or what have you in the past. And so I'm trying to learn to be, I guess, more independent in that regard. Of course, if I ever got a husband down the road, I would work alongside him on some of this stuff, but I'm going to try and do it myself. But I really do appreciate that for Virgil.
So we've had My Journey to Simple Living jump on. Hello.
Hey.
And Patricia Colin Bach. Hi, a little late from Texas. Okay, I'm a Texas girl, so where are you at in Texas?
I think you've asked her this before.
I ask every time because I'm menopause and I don't remember things. I don't know what I'm going to do whenever the estrogen kicks back in and I can't say that.
Oh, Virgil said, I didn't say I was going to do it.
She said we.
I appreciate the offer.
It's time to change the oil in the generator. Is it time?
No, it's not. We're
Hi, Dawn.
We got it. We took care of it.
Hi, Dawn.
From Connecticut.
From Connecticut.
So that sounds like an Italian last name. Are you Italian?
And if you are, do you cook? And have you ever thought of visiting Idaho?
And are you married?
Well, if he's married, he could bring his wife. It's totally fine. Alicia has broke her left elbow twice.
Benji,
I love that.
it.
I love it.
Yes, he is.
Oh, and he's a great cook.
Oh, nice.
So, how many times have you been back to Italy? 16 inches of new snow. That's no fun at all. No fun at all. Sparky, 1978. I think you will be fine with putting solar panels on the building roof. I have 20 panels on a hickory shed, and that has been awesome.
Were you born in 78? Is that why it's Sparky?
But are you still doing rain collection on that? Because the barn, so we up here, we actually get drought in the summertime. And so I was watching Life Uncontained, and I've watched their whole journey. And I actually thought that they had more water capacity in their tanks, but I guess their tanks are 2,500. So they have 7,500 gallon capacity for their tanks. And their tanks have run dry a couple of times. And that's my concern here in the summertime because we have livestock. So I think I'm gonna go for at least 15,000 gallons. And then I'm also going to do collection when the barndominium goes in. I'll do collection off of that for the garden and orchard area. So that's my question. Are you also doing rain collection? Dawn's in Northwest Connecticut, and so you're close to me. We're not close to you. Are you talking to someone else? Rain in South is what Robert's getting in Massachusetts. Gotta go. Medicine time for the puppies. Bye, Bob. Thanks for hanging out. My journey to simple living. I would be nervous as well. We don't have the rain like we used to. Yeah. So, I mean, they do have trucks that will come up and deliver water for you. I think it's 8,000 gallons at a time for, like $150. So that is something that can happen. We right now go do and, pick up water, but if I had the tanks for 8,000, we would have it delivered.
Yeah.
Because it's just one truck that comes up and delivers.
Tim wants to know if we have to treat the water we collect.
Yes. So we do have a sponsor that is a under the sink water filtration system.
Words are hard.
For under the sink. Those were big ones too. And it just gives you, it comes with the spout, and that's for your drinking water. We will also have in the utility cabin That's what we're gonna call it now, the utility cabin. I will put in a filtration system there, but right now we go get the water and we bring it up, and we have not been filtering that. It tastes fine. We also get water from Walmart when we go in with the 6-gallon jugs.
That stuff tastes fine.
Drew made it.
The water from Athol tastes kind of weird.
It
personally.
does. It does.
I don't like it. So like we can use it for stuff, but I don't want to use it for my coffee because it does alter the taste.
Yeah. So what we ended up doing last year is we just got bottled water or jugs of water. Yeah. And then we have a water filter too that we would just one of those jugs that you pour the water through and it filters it. So we would have that specifically for coffee. So I'm really excited about this under the sink thing because then we can get really good. So we'll be putting that in. So what we've got coming up is finishing all the wiring, running all the PEX, and then we will be building a kitchen cabinet for our sink and getting that section right behind you guys set up. And kind of finishing it out and probably even getting insulation in it and the wall on and the start building the cabinets and the cabinets in and the water filtration system in so that we can what I want to do, because the potential for water to freeze up here is really big in the wintertime. So I want to set this up so that there's a system underneath the cabinet that we could bring the 6-gallon jugs in and draw from that and drain into that. And then we could take those out and dump the gray water into a bigger tank or something like that. But that even if our water froze, let's say in our tank outside in the wintertime, we'll get it wrapped, we'll get it insulated, we're going to do all that. But just in case, one, we run out of water throughout the winter, or it freezes, we are able to still use bringing in 6-gallon jugs, wash our dishes, take showers, and that kind of stuff. So,
hi Andrew.
Hi Andrew.
My journey to simple living says, it's okay. I was late too. It's not okay. He's my kid. He needs to be here on time.
Don says there was another young lady that worked and helped out with you guys. Where did she go? So that's Kira. And Kira went to Kentucky to live with her dad.
Yes.
So Kira is she's my niece. She's actually the niece of a gentleman that I dated. And when we broke up, I got the niece. She bonded with me and we really got along well. So she is living with her dad, having a wonderful time. She will be coming and visiting this summer. I know for sure she's going to be here to visit. So she's a really good helper.
Jag says, I'm amazed how cheap water is in other states. It cost me $600 for 10,000 gallons 2 years ago.
Wow.
We go and we get how many gallons is that one that we fill up?
200
gallons.
We get 200 at a time.
And for $1.
For $1.
So for $1 we get 200 gallons.
Yeah. So I mean, if we wanted, when we go do it ourselves, we actually do it on days that we need physical rest. We have the capacity right now to hold, I think we're at like 2,500 gallons. So we have a big 1,000-gallon water tank that we fill, and so we'll do 5 trips back and forth all day for a physical break. It makes it nice because we're still actually doing something.
Yeah.
And so we're filling our tank, but we're taking it as a physical day off, and that's really nice. And do we actually drain the tank, the gas tank? Do we go through a full tank of gas? Probably half.
I think about half.
So that would be probably $30,
maybe not even
$40 in gas. Let's just say $40 in gas to go back and forth on the 5 trips, and then we spend, $5 in the actual water. So it's $45 when you count the gas and stuff.
Dawn, she is cool. She's still cool. She's just in a different state.
Yeah.
We missed her. She'll come back and visit. We'll make sure she pops on and says hello on the live.
Patricia asked, where is your address for Amazon? Is the Amazon link not working? We're going to be setting up some new Amazon wish lists for specific jobs that we're doing that we may need extra things for.
Yeah.
So I will be double checking that and making sure that that's all clear. But normally we have that link in the description underneath the video where you can go in and check the description, and there's a link there. I need to spend some time just kind of clean up the description and change it around. It's those things that I have to be on the internet to do. And so
Chuck's like, I'm here, restart. Hi Chuck, how you feeling?
Chuck. Hey, we went over it.
I hope
16.
you're doing good.
So my journey to simple living asked, have you thought about putting in a gravity fed cistern? We have, and we do have a big giant hill right behind us and doing that. So that was a thought. We were actually thinking about doing that for the of the garden, of getting something up there. But getting the water up there would be
A challenge.
Like we would have to have a really good pump in order to pump that up there. So I don't know. I know that Pure Living for Life did that, where they had, they
Hi,
would
Kelly.
pull in and then they would go up the hill. They'd pump up the hill. So I don't know. I like the idea of the gravity fed, but it's also not really difficult with what we're doing right now. Once we set up because we've got a really good pump, so it'll pump into the house and that kind of stuff. But we'll have something, because with the rain collection, so that would be the issue. So if we collected rain off of the barn shop that we're building, that would be a big distance to get that up there, to then get it back down here. So I think we're just going to have a really good pump system that's going to pump it over.
Colleen, maybe unsubscribe, then resubscribe, and hit all bell notifications and see if that will reset your
That's
thing.
so strange.
It is weird. It's weird
Now,
that YouTube's doing these
to be
things.
fair, I did not set up the live until like 4:50 tonight. So I set it up really late because I actually forgot it was Tuesday. I kind of thought it was Monday.
I'm surprised my alarm didn't go off,
I know.
because my alarm goes off so much.
So, but we are going to take off, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging
I'm
out with us.
hungry.
We appreciate you a lot. We will be getting those things set up on the Amazon list.
And we'll put a community post out.
Yeah, we'll put a
So-
community post out. But Wednesdays are kind of our days that we really end up going into town, but we might be going to Spokane.
We have to get green tomorrow.
We have to get grain tomorrow.
God bless all.
Thank you. Bye,
Have a great
guys.
week.
Up slowly, up slowly. We're going.
Chuck's like, I just